I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy. Maggie May's back there.
She's lounging on the king-size bed right now.
That's right.
So join us as we follow the moon. And today is Friday the 3rd. And 2 days from now, this Sunday, will be our 5-year Nomadiversary on Cinco de Mayo.
That's right.
Hence the guac and chips.
That's right.
Our favorite pastime.
Absolutely eating.
And we wanted to get together as we do every year around the 5th of May and talk about what it's been like to be on the road for 5 years. And I'm going to put a picture here on the screen. This was actually shot on May the 5th, 2019. This is our gas Georgetown Class A, which we had when we went full time. It was our second RV with our little Fiat convertible behind it. And that setup is what put us on the road full time. The motorhome changed about a year after that. The car changed a few months after that. And the motorhome has now changed again, as you all know.
Yeah.
So
it's called growth.
That's right. Or shrinkage. I'm not sure which. But we've been in this now for about 2 months.
Yep.
Everything has been going remarkably well. We've
Yes.
gotten organized. We've gotten a lot of things purged that we didn't purge in getting this coach. But you know, you move in and you just kind of move in to get everything out of the aisleways and get everything put away. Then you start to unpack everything and repack it.
Reorganize.
And so we've done one more sweep as we went around, and things have kind of shrunk a little bit.
Yep. Yep.
And it's all been good. It's all things we weren't using, we weren't needing. And
again, simplifying our life so that our journey comes first.
That's right. So far, the coach has been doing wonderful for us. We're very pleased. And the last 5 years have been incredible.
They have been amazing. And I really have absolutely no regrets. There are moments, especially around the holidays, when I think about my kids, and I know they're busy. I know that if I were sitting at home, I'd be sitting at home. So I might as well be sitting at home.
That's right, wherever home may be.
That's right.
So the one question that we probably were posed, at least in the beginning, more than anything else, is what's your time frame? What's your exit strategy? We didn't jump into this with 1 foot. We jumped into it with both feet. And for those of you who don't know the whole backstory, when we sold the house and sold everything that was in the house that we weren't keeping, we did not have a storage unit. We still do not have a storage unit. And I figured if you're going to spend $150 a month to store a sofa, it better be a $12,000 sofa, or otherwise you were never going to break even on
That's
with
right.
the storage.
That's right.
So what we have is what we have. And it has been great.
Absolutely. And I think of all the places we have been, that what an adventure, and it's continuing on.
The only exit strategy we have is exiting Texas this winter and entering Arizona for next winter. So we've got 24's plans made, we've got 25's plans pretty well made, and we don't have an end in sight.
Nope.
I will say by the end of 25, we will have been in all 48 of the contiguous United States.
I think so.
So, yeah, barring anything unforeseen,
Yeah.
but that's the plan.
Yeah.
So, we're picking up, I think, 8 states total in 24, and then we've got 6 up in New England that we'll be hitting after a big trip across Route 66 to get there.
That's right. And I am still looking for Bigfoot and aliens. You know, that's my dream.
They may be the same thing. Who knows?
I've heard that. You know, I keep looking around. I mean, I'm going everywhere.
But if you haven't noticed, we do have a new logo. We've got that logo displayed on the back of the rig. We've got our name on the front of the rig, so you can spot us as we go down the road that way. And we're still just having a good time with it.
Yes, we are.
And even once we've covered all the states by the end of 25, we're already talking about that's someplace I want to go back to, or we missed that. We should go back and find that.
People are always saying, "Oh, did you see this? Did you see that?" And plus, we're still getting things where we have things come up either on Facebook or Instagram of places that were somewhere where we were, and we're going, "Oh, how did we miss that?" We go back and we repin, and every place we've been, we've taken the pins off, and now there's new pins, and they're just as covered as they were before we went.
One of the things, the park that we're in right now, we have people on one side of us that this is their first stop full timing. They just sold the house before they got here a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
This is their first stop. We have people on the other side of us that have been full time for 10 years.
Yeah.
So we just kind of fit right in the middle at
That's
5.
right. That's right. We're
So
fine.
I guess it makes us average.
Yeah, doesn't bother me.
The one thing that I want to leave this video with today is, if you've ever thought you might want to do this, do it. When we first got started, there were a couple of channels that were even doing educational courses on how to pick your last rig first. And I want to tell you, as the proud owner of 4 rigs now, our part-time Class C, full-time gas, full-time diesel, and now full-time Class C, that we haven't just gotten bored with our rigs, or we weren't just disappointed in any of them. It is a matter of picking what suits you best for what you want to do.
At that time.
Right. When we went to the Tiffin, the diesel pusher, that was a wonderful coach, and we loved it.
Absolutely.
It was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
we ordered it the way we wanted it. It was just what we wanted. But in 4 years of traveling, we found I wasn't real comfortable driving it. Cathy was less comfortable than I was, and we couldn't go to a national park.
Yeah, it kind of kept us out of some things.
Yeah, we had one person when we first started doing videos who kept saying, "That's not an RV, that's a house on wheels." And it kind of upset me at the time, but I totally get that.
Yeah.
And we get what you think will work for you, both budget-wise and size-wise and floor plan and features that you feel you need. Don't feel that if you're in it for 6 months or a year or 2 years and it's not fitting your needs, don't feel like you failed. You've grown.
Well, and something to add to that is, don't feel like you can't travel if you don't have the perfect one that you want. What you need to do is get out there. If you've got a tent, just go out there. Just go out there, be in nature, and hike around. Go find the things in your backyard. Spend some time before you even get rid of your house. Go and explore and figure out what it is that you want to see. What do you want to do? Some people want to go fishing. They want to go to all these different places to fish. Some people want to go, they want to golf. And so they want to travel around to the various golf courses. And they don't really want to be out in nature. They just want to be out there golfing. There's so many reasons to travel. Some people are following things like the dog shows. They're going from one dog show to another, and they need something that they can transport their animals with and have their animals feel like they're at home as well as they are. I have some friends who do that. Your reason is not ever going to be what everybody else is wanting to do, and neither is ours. We each of us,
and you don't have to justify it to anybody. It's your reason.
It's what works for us. You got to just decide, what do you want to see? What do you want to do? And you know what you want to see and what you want to do this week may change, because down the road 10 miles you may come across something that you never realized that you found, that you want to do, and you want to just follow that course. And we even know people who switched from being landlubbers to going out on the water.
That's right.
So don't limit yourself by what you see everybody else doing. Do what feels comfortable, and when you reach a point where you might be feeling a little bored, or you're uncomfortable, or whatever the reason is, make changes for yourself that work for you, not what you feel peer pressured into having. And I think that's the most important thing I can say about this.
Absolutely. You've got to do what's right for you, and for some people that involves getting off the road and getting back into a sticks and bricks.
Yeah,
Thank goodness
absolutely.
we both are on the same page on that.
Yeah.
That's nothing we have any interest in.
That's right.
We both said when we had the tiffin that if we ever did come off the road, we wouldn't want anything to live in any bigger than what that coach was. It was plenty of space. It was more than plenty of space. And now we're in something a little bit smaller, and we're already feeling real comfortable in this.
I feel like I've come full circle, because those people who have known me for a long time know that way back in the late 70s, early 80s, I actually camped in a 16 by 8 foot travel trailer with my teenage kids, my husband, and my newborn baby. And people go, 16 by 8 foot. Well, that's about the size of from the cab back here to the refrigerator, and not as wide as this, but it really, people would say, how can you live like this? Well, I had the outer doors. We didn't all sit around in here. If it was raining, we were sitting out there in the rain.
And we are finding that we are spending more time outdoors
We
already.
sure are, and we love it.
Which is not a
We
bad
really
thing
do.
at all.
But you can still do all the things. I still have my my sewing machine. I still have the piano. I still have a guitar. I just got a new amplifier. I'm still doing the things that I love. Plus, we're going out. We're shooting videos, taking pictures, just really enjoying the outdoors.
You guys realize with us doing 2 videos a week, the amount of places that we've been and we've brought to you, plus some places we've been that we didn't bring you along with us.
That's right.
We don't let the grass grow under our feet. That's for
right.
sure.
Well, and another thing too is that we talk about people going off the road, and we just really feel like there's so much right now that we still haven't seen. That we're both healthy, thank goodness. We feel blessed on that level that we are able to do this. But I think that the most important thing is to take care of yourself. And sometimes sitting in your house, I know for me, when I was sitting in the house, I was putting on weight. I was depressed. When I look back on those days, that I'd spend, I had this nest, and we talk about empty nesters. I had this empty nest for 10 years that the kids were all gone. They had children of their own. They had lives of their own. My daughter she went to Korea. It wasn't like we could get together on weekends. My boys had teenagers at the time, and now they've all got little ones.
And a good point on taking care of yourself. We go out, we hike, we do a lot of physical activities like that as we travel. But I think most importantly is taking care of yourself this way.
Absolutely.
And constantly having a new change of scene and something different keeps your mind busy.
Yep.
Even if it's just if you grocery shop at Walmart, every time you go to a new town, everything's in a little bit different spot. Everything you do exercises your mind.
It sure does.
And hopefully that will keep us thinking young too.
You touched on something. When we were still working, we were in a program where we were helping retirees with a hobby, and one of the things that was in that was the idea that as you are retired, that you need to do something, number one, that's new, because as you're learning new things, you're creating new pathways in the brain that make you healthy. And then the other was to do something that you never thought you would ever do. And I think in this, we are filling that bill between the shooting, videotaping, editing, all of that. It does keep our mind fresh just going through, now how do I do this, how do I do that.
And tell me, in the last 5 years, all the things that we've done new that we never thought we'd have an opportunity to.
That I just can't tell you how healthy this lifestyle keeps me. And
we're going to start to wrap this down, but I do want to make sure that if going on the road is something you've thought about, you've dreamt about, you thought maybe sometime it might be something I want to do. If you have any questions, if you want to know how do you get your mail, how do you plan your routes, anything like that, leave it in the comments of the video, and we'll be glad to respond to you and just let you know what we do. I'm not going to say the right way, but at least our take on it, and then compare it to what you find out from other people that are doing the same thing. But we have enjoyed helping so many people along the way, help answer questions, help with concerns that they had that were maybe holding them back from following their dream of what they wanted to do.
Yeah. And another thing, if you happen through and you see us, you see either us personally, which we've been getting a lot of that recently, or if you see our coach and think, that's Follow the Moon, please knock on the door. Please come up and don't be afraid. I know there's been times when I've told him, oh, there's so-and-so, and we're going, we'll just, they're not up, their windows are closed, blah, blah. Don't ever worry about that. Knock on the door. If we can't chat with you, then we will certainly make an effort to get together before we take out of here. And
that's been one of the greatest things. We have had more interaction with people in campgrounds than we ever did when we were living in that house.
And you guys are our community. This is where we are making friends, and we want you to know that we appreciate you in our lives so much. And it's what makes it worth it, is to be able to have happy smiling faces that are hanging out. We're all pretty much doing the same thing, or we have help from each other for whatever, you're our community, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. With that, if you've enjoyed the video today, leave us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, watch for the button up here at the end of the video. Tap that, ring the notification bell. You'll know when every one of our videos come out, every Monday evening, every Friday morning. And until next time,
thank you for following us as we follow you.